is at 8x10 because not only is it the cover of the artwork, but it says 20-year anniversary.
That's awesome.
So I have the original remake Leatherface signing a 20-year anniversary 8x10 of the film. So that's pretty dope.
That is pretty awesome. I feel fucking old.
Yeah.
Here's some interesting horror movie news. Silence of the Lambs sequel project, Clarice, gets a series pickup by CBS. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that is there's already a series right now that is a Silence of the Lambs.
Is it already on there?
Dude,
there something already on there?
Yeah, that series, the series has been going for like 2 years now.
Has it?
Yeah. I watched like 2 or 3 of the episodes. It's put out, it's kind of like a X-Files type of deal where each thing is a case by case. Like she deals with like cult leaders, sex addicts, serial killers. She's like an agent. Clarice is an agent. Yeah. So it's kind of a continuation of what she did at the FBI, and they bring her in. So so think of like Law and Order, but you switch it up, and she deals with like really violent people, not just what the Law and Order people do, but like it's like really violent shit. And
well, I just looked at my source and it said 2020 on the news date. So sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I fucked up on that one. But hey, this is something I didn't know about.
And also, there's a previous series called Hannibal.
I know that one.
Yeah, so we've gotten like 2 series of Silence of the Lambs. But if you've never seen, I will suggest you watch Hannibal because Hannibal actually has Hannibal in it. It's before he was caught for all his crimes, and he's actually working with the FBI, and he's working to catch the serial killer, but all the while he is the serial killer. It's really strange because like they have other serial killers that he's helping catching, but then he's a serial killer himself. So it's like they go after the main serial killer, which is him, but they don't know it's him. So they kind of like, pick these other serial killers to go after that hopefully will lead them to the big one, which is him.
That's good.
And
I never really watched the show, but I've always been like interested in watching it.
Yeah, and it's really cool. And the Clarice, I believe that's what it's called. It's called Clarice, I believe.
The show that I was talking about.
Yeah. That's really good, too. So check both of them out.
Definitely will, because I'm an idiot.
Well,
so I didn't check my sources.
Well, it was 2020, and we started this podcast this year, so we've never even talked about it, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually kind of excited that we did because that's something I didn't know about, and it's now something I'm going to fucking watch.
Yeah, I think you and the missus...
she definitely will like watching that.
She'll like Clarice, I think, better than... Well, both of them are really good because both of them have that horror genre, like, stuff to it. Think about watching Law and Order, except when you get to the victim, you can see the guts ripped out.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
We all like... I've never heard of a person not liking Law and Order SVU. When you ask somebody, what's your favorite Law and Order series? They're always like SVU.
Oh, yeah, it's mine. I love SVU.
Yeah, SVU. And I think that's mostly due, it's not the fact that it's sexual cases. It's probably the fact that it's the cast. The cast is pretty awesome.
It's dark and, it's just really good. Well, the last little bit of horror movie news I have is that they are remaking Speak No Evil.
Speak No Evil.
Yes, with Mackenzie Davis and James McAvoy.
Well, Speak No Evil is an old 80s, like, kind of, I don't even remember the original that much. I believe
I don't either.
I believe it's kind of like a supernatural type of deal with like some type of, I don't know. I have to go back and watch it, but that's cool.
Well, it was just this kind of plays into what we was talking about yesterday or the day before, of like movies that need to be like actual like remakes that where you can improve on. And this is one of them because, I mean, clearly me and you don't recall watching.
Yeah, I mean, I know what it's talking about, but it's not like a upfront film in the front of my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like I might have seen it. And Speak No Evil. If I'm not mistaken, see, it's all coming back to me. If I'm not mistaken, Clint Howard plays in it. So if you can do a little research, I believe Clint Howard played in it. And I believe he was like given powers by the devil. That's my theory. We're checking.
I'm checking.
He's checking.
I'm checking.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm getting a 2022 movie.
Speak No Evil.
It can't be a 2022 movie.
Speak No Evil.
Evil. Holy shit. Is this really a 2022 movie?
No.
Can't be.
Speak No Evil. We're checking on both of our phones.
Yeah, because this is...
Yeah, I'm getting a 2022 movie film as well. However, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say Speak No Evil and type in 1980.
There's a lot of Speak No Evil movies. Boy, that's not an original title.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I'm getting is a Fear No Evil, which is a 1981 movie.
Yeah, apparently they're making a remake off the 2022 one.
Well, this is not the one where Clint Howard played in. So.
Yeah. Apparently they're making a remake of one that came out not too long ago. Apparently it was a Danish horror movie. I don't know. Never watched it. Might need to give it a watch.
Well, I definitely can see them. I mean, they do that all the time where they take, foreign films. Oh, the movie that I'm thinking of is called Evil Speak.
Evil Speak.
Yeah, that's the one
same thing.
That's the one. That's the one with Clint Howard I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, they do that all the time. They take foreign films and they remake them, let the right one in and stuff like that. And so it's all good.
Yeah, it's crazy to remake a movie that just literally came out, but
maybe
there's a reason behind it.
Crazier things has happened.
Happened.
I have seen people that make movies and then a year later turn around and remake them for a different language speaking audience. If you remember correctly, that's what The Ring was.
Yes.
So, not uncommon.
Nope. So, I figure we would play Stump the Thunder to end this episode.
All right, well,
I'm going to ease it in a little bit.
Bring it on, little bitch.
Bring it on, little bitch. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I said, are you ready?
I'm as ready as I ever will be.
Okay. Which horror movie uses the phrase, the power of Christ compels you?
That would be the 1973 Exorcist.
Told you, I'm taking it easy on last time. I gave him a lot of shitty ones last time. What was a 1953 horror film remade in 2005?
1953?
I'm not.
That would,
I'm making this question a little bit harder.
that would be probably House of Wax.
Damn it, he's good. Ding, 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 ding. Okay.
Vincent Price classic.
Which horror film starts with a serial killer dressed as William Shatner?
Dressed as William Shatner?
Yes.
That's a weird way of saying it. I'm assuming you're talking about Halloween.
Yes.
But he's not dressed as William Shatner.
Yeah, I know he's not.
As a matter of fact, there's no mention of that mask that he wears is a William Shatner mask in the film. Because in the film, that mask, the way it looks, is supposed to be just the way it looks. They don't say, hey, he didn't take it to a lab and fuck with it like Freddy does his knives. He just stole it from the hardware
It was a
store.
really weird question.
Yeah.
Okay. Which horror film used the following tagline? In space, no one can hear you.
I'd probably say Aliens for that. No one can hear you scream in space.
Yes. No one can hear you scream in space. Bastard. What's the highest grossing Stephen King film adaptation?
Probably the remake to It. That's what I would assume.
Okay. Bastard. Yes, it is. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is kind of a tricky one. Which television series is based on a concept for an episode of X-Files? We've talked about this before.
I think, yeah, I remember us talking about it, but I cannot for the life of me remember the movie, so.
It's Final Destination.
Yeah. Now I remember.
When Carrie, in 1976, takes the stage after the election as prom queen, bullies spill what on her?
It's blood.
Okay, what kind of blood?
Well, supposedly it's pig's blood.
Bastard. I'm giving him easy. Okay. Okay, I didn't know this one. I don't know if you will. What film was A Quiet Place intentionally intended to be a sequel to?
I don't know if I've heard this one. Is it a fairly old film?
No.
Fairly new?
Fairly no.
I want to say something like Cloverfield.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, they're both very similar, and they have very similar monsters.
You nailed it, man. It's Cloverfield. I didn't know that one.
I didn't know it either, but I just, similar monsters and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, if A Quiet Place was kind of like a prequel or a sequel to the Cloverfield stuff, instead of it happening in the city, it was like out in rural America. I mean, people would have bought it. So.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. This is an interesting way to say this question. What is the actual name of Pinhead in Clive Barker's original novel, The Hellbound Heart?
Wow. I know that Pinhead was something people made up. God. I'm trying to think of the, like when the movie goes off, what they actually call him, and I think they just call him the head Cenobite. But I don't know I've never read the book, obviously, so I know that Clive Barker and all them kind of hate the word Pinhead, but